Hey guys, welcome back to another custom model segment. These were some customs that I finished about a month ago, and one of and there's a new item that came today, so let's get started. So the first custom I'm gonna bring in is my official hurricane model. So I have done everything for him. I have added Legos. His face was based off of a take and play one. I had my dad cut off the face and I stuck it on with some clay, and then I painted it, and I put brown on the body, then red on the stripes as well as the yellow lines, and this was inspired by popular Paxton. He used Legos on the top and as well as the sides, and yeah, I painted everything like red and black. I mean brown. So he has brown all over his boiler, and he has black there and his head, and then there we've got his stripes. And then my hurricane was painted, and then yeah, I put the number 20. His number 20 is on the side of his buffer beam where his regular buffer is supposed to go. I put it off to the side, but yeah, his back side is fine. It's in the straight way. And then his number 20, and then his cab windows as well as his cab. And yeah, so this was inspired by popular Paxton, but there's something he didn't do, but I'll explain that in a minute. So yeah, this was made from a Gordon that I had that I took the tender from, and I made that choose Riot. Yeah, I used it to make Riot. Riot was made from an extra James Rico was made from an extra James tender. So yeah. So I put a clear nail polish on the wheels. So yeah, there's a clear nail polish on each side. And Popular Paxton kind of gave me the idea from one of his custom model videos. Except he didn't do this on his Hurricane custom model. So yeah, I put a clear polish on Hurricane's wheels. Now on to our next custom. And these customs are kind of the same, and they're made from something that I already had. So let me bring in Timothy and Timothy's Shadow. So this Timothy is kind of like the Timothy I already have. Painted silver with black lining as well as the number 0. And his running board's painted. And I redid over the rest of his running board that runs along from his cab. And I put his black lines on the back. So yeah, no one has ever done this Timothy custom before, at least I think. But this other YouTuber named Mario Hudson, he put Timothy's line in green, but I decided to do mine in black. And this was kind of inspired by this other YouTuber. I don't know the name, but he was inspired. I was inspired to do his from a Trackmaster model, except it wasn't freewheeled. So it's still in the where it makes the squeaking noise and stuff when they roll on the rails, just like some other new Trackmaster Thomas items. And yeah, so there we have Timothy, the regular Timothy, when he's not an evil. And now onto Timothy's Shadow. So, oh wait, before I forget, both of these were made for 2 extra Thomases I had. When I first started out on YouTube, you probably saw in my 4th or 5th video, I had 2 of these Thomases. One of them went to collect the gold. He ran off, but the coupling broke, and he ran around and around until he fell off the track. And then the other Thomas, Percy, and the others went to go save him, and they got him back on the track and sent him to the steamworks. So these were both made from Thomases I had, and I put clear nail polish on their wheels as well. So yeah, they both have clear nail polish, and yeah. So yeah, I painted this one all black. Black on the back, on the other side, and yeah. This was also inspired by Mario Hudson, but my face is kind of different from the one he has. It has some kind of thing coming out from the side, and yeah. He left the paper white, and he didn't do anything to that stuff or whatever he did. So mine was made from a pen. I used permanent marker after I painted the eyes red, and I did the grin, and yeah. So now on to our next custom, and this, before I forget, Timothy does have his other face expressions, because when I printed them out from Google on the other Timothy model, they also had different expressions that came with it. So the smaller Timothy, his faces are like in a bag with the rest of the good truck and bad truck faces. So yeah. So the next custom I'm going to bring is a custom cargo car. This is kind of based on the Santa's Little Engine cargo car, where it has a chassis and it has foam tape now, and this was made from Legos. So yeah, just like Lucy, my custom slate truck, it has Legos, and I put a clear nail polish in the wheels after I painted them red. And this chassis came from a Bill or Ben. Those Bill and Bens were kind of messed up right now, and I have those two as scrap engine models without their chassis and without their faces. I cut off their faces. My dad actually cut them off. And the other chassis is also from a Bill or Ben. That's for Lexi's tender. So I have that. Okay. And the new item I got was a learning curve giggling troublesome truck. So yeah, this one is from Learning Curve, and it kind of looks the same like any other in any Thomas is Friends Wooden Railway series or video. His eyebrows kind of wore off, and some of his paint is like scratched. I'm thinking I'll paint this truck red like Popular Paxton did. Paint him all red and give him some coal and stuff. I'm looking forward to getting 2 more of these, as well as the other 2 Giggling Troublesome trucks. So I only got this one, not the red tarped one, the one that has a tarp and stuff. It's red. So I didn't get that one. I only got this one, because this was from eBay, and I found it all by itself. So I'll paint the rocks black and the body red. And I'll probably touch up his eyebrows over there and stuff. And yeah. And I'll give him black lining, and yeah. So it'll be transformed from gray to red. Yeah, so yeah, this is from Learning Curve, and so that's kind of it on this Learning Curve Giggling Troublesome truck. And the last custom I'm gonna bring in is another character inspired by Popular Paxton, and let me bring in Freedom, Scaredy's crush. So I printed out the Furnace Railway logo, and I gave her windows. This is made from the red Soda Line caboose that I had. That was originally painted black. And the reason how I was able to like touch that up, I used oven baked clay, because I had oven baked clay and molding clay. So yeah, I put oven baked clay on both sides and put some regular clay behind in her face, because I had a different face that didn't look like this, but that face kind of got messed up because of the oven baked clay behind it. So yeah. And so Freedom's roof is black. She has the Furnace Railway logo on both her sides. Oven baked clay, and the Furnace Railway logo is kind of over the windows, because I didn't know the size, but still it looks fine. And so I did give her head hair. And I'm looking forward to making the other trucks in the Furnace Kingdom. And because I'm a little slowed up on the movies, because I have to like get more of these items, because I'm running short. I just need to like get more stuff, and yeah. So once I get everything I need, I will officially make my other movies that I was planning to make on and more inspirements by Popular Paxton very soon. Yeah, so there's like a lot of stuff I'm looking forward to getting, and I made sure Freedom was facing the right way, unlike the Spikeful Brake Van. So she's like facing the right way and stuff. And yeah. I do like it when the Giggling Troublesome truck is like bouncing all around and stuff. And yeah. So that's pretty much it on this like custom model segment and new items video. Once again. I hope you guys like these customs, and I'll see you with the next video. Goodbye.